What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. My name is Zane, and I'm really looking forward to this video today. Let's get it. So, question is, are you keeping in contact with the people in your life? Here's the thing, guys. It's very, very easy to get complacent, right? It's easy to get complacent with, keeping in touch with individuals in your life. It could be colleagues, it could be friends, it could be your loved ones. You might be, living by yourself and you haven't contacted your loved ones for a long time. It depends in whatever situation. Everyone's got a different situation, right? So it depends what situation you're in, but you want to make sure that you are being in contact with individuals in your life. It kind of just came to me earlier because I had a recent experience which I will share with you. The experience was today actually, and it just got me thinking. I'm like, I need to be in contact with people more often because all of us. I'm sure for you viewing this video, you come across many different people in your life, even if you think you haven't. Um, if you really look into it, if you really think about it, you come across a lot of different people. And I'm not just talking about, maybe someone that you meet at a grocery store and you never see again. I'm talking about people that you build a relationship with, even if it's, for an hour at like a business meeting and you get their contact, right? It's things like these. But there's multiple people that you actually go and make relationships with and make contact with. And over time, that can be a very, very beautiful thing. You create loads of relationships, you get to know many people, you have a vast network of individuals who you can help out and they can help you out. And it's something that we should all have, right? But the question is, how often do you keep in contact with these people? Because I'll be honest with you guys, yes, those individuals which you meet here and there, which are very on a professional basis, you know, those are individuals that you keep in contact with here and there, right? But when it comes down to it, are you keeping in touch with people who are adding value in your life? Are you keeping in touch with people who, you can add value to in their life? Now, are you keeping in touch with people, who have a strong mindset or a growth mindset? You know, these are big things, guys. Are you keeping in contact with these people? Because look, having a social life, right? Having a social life is great for the soul, right? And look, I don't know where you are in your life right now, whether you're working a 9 to 5, you're starting a business, you're been into entrepreneurship for some time. It's it, people can lose their way with their social life. For example, especially if you're starting a business, we tend to go all in with it, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's great to have a social life because, like I said, it's good for the soul, right? It's good for the soul, and especially for the people in your life, you do not want to disregard them. And let's say you come across someone for a few months, have a great relationship with them, and then you kind of move on, right? I'm not talking about an intimate relationship. I'm talking about a friendship or a professional relationship. Let's say you work for a company for 6 months, you have a great relationship with your boss, and then you move on to a different company, right? And then you just completely forget about the boss that you used to have a great relationship with, and you don't really speak to him again. That's happened to me, right? That happened to me. I was working at a company for 6 months. See, I think it was 7 months actually. And guys, by the way, if I'm talking a little bit quietly, it's because it's like 12 a.m. here. I decided, this video idea popped into my head, and I was like, I just want to make this video right now. I'm like, it was fresh in my mind. I wrote some key points down, and I thought, I just want to deliver it. I just want to make the video, and I'll do the editing and whatnot tomorrow. So apologies if you can't hear me. I'm sure it's clear enough, but the power in my voice is not here as much because I do want to keep it mellow, because of course we have people sort of sleeping in the house, right? So I want to keep it as quiet as possible. I don't want to alarm or disturb anyone, but at the same time, I want to get this message across, and I thought, what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. It's 12 o'clock, it doesn't matter. I want to deliver this video while it's fresh in my mind, right? So like I was saying, I did that, right? I ended up, being at a company for 7 months, having a great relationship with the manager, with my boss. And when I left, I I just stopped speaking to him, and that was my fault. I wouldn't say my fault. It's more so my responsibility to keep in contact with him. Look, I think we always feel like, oh, but they should keep in contact with us. They should be the one messaging me. you know. And again, that's coming from a place of significance, right? It's coming from a place of significance, and significance is a human need, right? It's one of six needs that humans have. For a lot of people, it's like, you know, in terms of keeping in contact with, you know, people in our life, we always feel like they should be the one reaching out to us. Why should I always have to reach out to them? You know, I'm sure that you felt that at some point in your life with at least one person that you know that you're very close to. You know, I shouldn't be the one always reaching out to them. They should be reaching out to me. Like, I've messaged them the last 5 6 times. Why are they not reaching out to me? Guys, it doesn't matter, right? If they're not reaching out to you, that's okay. Be the one to reach out to them. Be the bigger person, be the mature person, be the person with a higher energy, right? And a better self-image to be able to say, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter if that person's not messaging me. Let me message that person and see if they're okay. Now, having said that, if they're not receiving, if they're not giving back the same energy which you're giving them, either in the interaction or post interaction, right? Then I would say, fuck it, right? With all due respect, fuck it, right? Doesn't mean, you know, in your mind tell them to piss off or anything like that, but it's more so just say, hey, you know what? This person's not giving me the energy. Why should I be wasting my energy on this person? Right? Let me just move on. Let me give that energy to someone who wants to receive that energy. Let me give that energy to someone who appreciates that energy and can reciprocate that energy, because that is how relationships work. That is how relationships are built, right? You know, I've had that with multiple people in my life where I would always be the one reaching out, but I would never have anyone reaching out to me. You know, and even when I did reach out, the energy wasn't right. So I was like, look, you know what? Well, at the time, I didn't really have a good self-image, so I would be holding on to all the friends that I had and all the people that I had in my life. You know, it was a bit crazy, but you know, as I started to grow, as I started to develop my self-image, that I realized, you know, there are people that I can let go in my life, which I know are not serving a positive purpose in my life, and you have every right to do that, right? You have every single right to do that. So you know, moving forward, yes, I made that mistake of not keeping in contact with certain people, like, you know, that boss, for example. And I, you know, I did it again recently, where, you know, I was at an educational company. I was learning from them, and it was a network marketing company as well. So I was I was a network marketer for some time, for about a year and a half, and I left that company about 2.5 months ago, or probably about 3 months ago now. Again, I did the same thing. I just stopped talking to them as much, you know, and I was, to be fair, I was ghosting. You know, I unplugged from social media. I was really honing in on my health, my entrepreneurial ventures. Essentially, you know, trading was one of them. I was, you know, learning to invest in cryptocurrencies. I am still. You know, getting into business with one of my friends, you know, thinking about starting up this YouTube channel, right? So there was loads of different things that were going through my head, and of course, I just wanted to get going and get grinding, but you know, I became complacent, and there were times where I was like, hey man, like I should message him, because these guys were my mentors, you know. These guys were my mentors. These were the individuals that actually put me on. You know, without them, I didn't really have a vehicle to take me towards the success that I want to have, right? At the time, right? I had nothing, right? I had my job, that was it, right? I went to a Tony Robbins event, that was it, right? I didn't have anything, any vehicle. I didn't understand how to do anything. I had no mentors or anything like that at the time. So for them to show up into my life was a blessing. Like recently, one of them messaged me, and he was like, let's meet up. You know, it's been a long time, bro. How have you been? I literally said to him, I was like, man, I've been good. Look, sorry, I haven't been in contact. There's no excuses. He's like, yeah, man, don't become a stranger. And then he was like, look, let's meet up. And I was like, sweet, let's meet up. And then we met up today, actually, which is why this is so fresh on my mind. They're good friends as well. They weren't just mentors, they're friends as well. And I still, in ways, consider them my mentors, because I still learn from them and we learn from each other, which is actually what we did today, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we just spent some time together, and it was a lot of fun. You know, it was a lot of fun. We had some food, we had lunch together, and we were just discussing different topics, you know, business, life, talking about the new James Bond film, which, by the way, if you haven't seen, guys, I would recommend to go see it. That's all I'm going to say. I would recommend to go see it. It's a great film. this one thing I don't like about it, you probably guess what that is once you watch it. Anyways, going a bit off topic, but it was so great hanging out with them. It was just a beautiful, beautiful experience. And I was actually able to help one of them out in a certain way, in a very specific way. We were having a conversation about dopamine, and I've done some active dopamine detox work on myself in these last few months. So it was great having that conversation with him about that, and he really appreciated that, and I really appreciated just them being there, and their energy, sharing our energy, positive energy, and it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun, and it just reminded me that I should be keeping in contact with these kind of people. I should be messaging them every now and then. It doesn't have to be every day. Once a week, hey man, how's it going? Or hey sis, how's it going, right? Or whatever you call your friends, right? Like, how's it going? How's things? How's your week been? What's new? It doesn't even need to be that. You can just send them a meme. You can send them a funny video. You could send them a personal development video. Yo, check this out, man. Like, I watched this the other day. I thought you might like it. Yo, check this out. I watched this podcast. It was fucking amazing. This is really, really going to help you, especially at this point in your life, right? Or this is really going to help you after that last conversation that we had. Just message them, and you'll realize that just doing things like this will keep you in contact with people. Just keep in contact with the people that are close to you in your life, the people that you love, right? Your family, your cousins, your auntie, uncles, mom, dad, whoever it is, right? Keep in contact with positive people in your life. Keep in contact with people who add value to your life. Ex mentors, ex coaches of yours, ex business partners, that are also on that journey along with yourself, but you might have gone down different paths. Old friends of yours which do have that growth mindset, do have that similar mindset to yourself. Of course, you don't need to keep in contact with everyone, because there's a lot of people that you might have been friends with in the past that just don't share your vibe, and that's okay. Just don't keep in contact with them. Like, I'm being straight up. You have every right to detach yourself from them, because you are growing, because you are developing, because you are becoming a better man, better woman, right? You don't need a negative energy to bring you back down, right? You don't need any of that, right? And you can move away from that, and there's no harm in doing that, because there are abundance of people on this planet, and you can make friends with so many more people, right? If you'll allow me, I could be your friend. If there's other people in this comment section, they can be your friend, right? You can become friends with anyone, right? Whoever matches your vibe, right? Whoever matches your energy, be friends with those people. And I'm telling you, as you start to grow, as you start to focus on yourself, as you start to develop your mindset, your self-image, you will realize you'll start to attract different people. You will start to attract different people, and the people that you used to attract in the past, they don't show up in your life. They don't show up in your life. They don't come up to you. They don't talk to you. You don't get, certain messages from people. It's absolutely okay to focus on yourself and to detach certain people from your life. That is perfectly okay. But what I will tell you is that the people that you do have in your life that have given you a positive impact for the better, people that have helped you develop your mindset, people that have helped you take you from one stage to the next stage in your life, and let's say you were with them for a year, for a month, whatever it may be, and you decided to go your separate ways, keep in contact with them, check up with them. How are you doing? Hey, let's go for a drink. Hey, let's go to a restaurant. Hey, let's go watch that football match. Hey, let's go smoke some shisha. Like, whatever you guys want to do, whatever your way of chilling with them is, definitely just keep in contact with them, guys. Meet up with them now and then. I'm telling you, it'll do you a world of good. And life is essentially about living. We're not human doings, we're human beings. We can be so busy doing that we're not actually being. We want to be instead of do. That is exactly what we need to be doing right now. We need to be instead of do. That's exactly what we need to be doing right now. That makes total sense, right? Anyways, guys, look, that's really my message for today. It was on my mind. I wanted to share it with you guys. And I thought, you know what, if it can help any of you guys out, maybe if you're feeling like there are certain people in your life who you're not maybe messaging in a while, message them, message them. If you're feeling, but like, if I message them, it's been so long, like, what if it's awkward? Guys, I guarantee you that person's feeling the same. you know, and you know that person's, you know, checking their phone probably to want you to message them. What not? Yeah, they're not obsessing over it, but you know, they are thinking, oh, you know, I haven't messaged that person in a while, but it's a bit awkward if I message them. They'll be thinking the same thing, you know. And if you message them first, they'll be like, oh, sweet, all right, cool. Well, let me message them back, right? Just think about how it would feel if that person messaged you, right? You'd be like, oh, sweet, like he messaged me or she messaged me. She messaged me, right? He messaged me. She messaged me. Bloody hell, that is a tongue twister. Anyways, you know, they messaged me. They message you back. They message you. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel relaxed. You're gonna want to message them back, and then that relationship starts. So, be the leader in your relationships, whether it be your intimate relationships, whether it be your family, your business, your friendships. You know, be the leader and be the one to reach out. Just as you know, my ex mentor did. He was the one that reached out to me, and that automatically made me feel relaxed. And you know, I messaged him back I messaged him back straight away. I was like, hey, like shit, message me, you know. So you want to start to learn to become the leader. You know, with that being said, guys, yeah, I'm gonna go away and you know see if there's anyone that I haven't spoken to in a while, and I'll drop them a message, a voice note, a video, a meme, whatever it is, whatever relationship I have that with the person, right? And I guarantee that once you do it, you'll feel a lot better about your life, and you might ignite some old relationships. With that being said, guys, I appreciate you tuning into this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.